Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe and share this video with your loved ones and your fellows so that they also get to know the Premier League underdogs and the La Liga underdogs over the weekend and the reasons why they should consider them to put them into their sleeps, their future sleeps. So now let's head into it. Now first of all, we start from Sunderland versus West Ham United. Now we all tip West Ham to win the match, and according to my previous sleep, we all saw it inside West Ham to win the match. But Sunderland pulled a very big surprise, which nobody expects. They managed to win the match 3-0 against West Ham, which was quite surprising because Sunderland's form wasn't that good. Prior to that match, they managed to win only one out of their friendly matches, their last 5 friendly matches, which was quite surprising against West Ham that managed to win 4 out of the 5 friendly matches. So it was quite surprising for me. When Sunderland was scoring, I was like, what was happening? Is it because West Ham lose Kudus, that's why they couldn't perform, or it's because of their coach Graham Potter, which after Brighton wasn't in his best form? So I was asking myself those questions and I couldn't find answer to them. So for an next bet, if you want to stick bet, you should consider Sunderland and watch out for them because they play some good matches. And if you look at the start of the match, you see that West Ham dominates the whole match. First half, they play 63 on possession, 63% of total possession. Play 6 shots, 2 on target, and Sunderland on the other hand also play 4 shots, 2 on target, 1 big chance created. That means the attack was very sharp. And if you look at the lineup too, you see that their forward they did well, except for Adingra, but he also gave an assist. He gave an assist in the match for the second goal in the 73rd minute. He gave an assist. So I think you should look out for them. They are very good. If you check on the start too, second half also, that second half that they scored the 3 goals all. They perform well. They perform also. They play 6 shots, 3 on target, 1 big chance created. And West Ham they dominate possession, but I don't know, they couldn't find the back of the net. So I think Sunderland will be a big underdog to consider when going for a next prediction. And the captain also Granit Xhaka, he said something that they are here for the experience. And there are some experienced players among them. That's Granit Xhaka, Adingra played for Brighton last season, so he's very experienced, Premier League experience both. So you should consider them when selecting your next sleep. Now the next underdog to consider when placing your bet should be Crystal Palace, because Crystal Palace, they seem to have found their form. They didn't sell any of their players, they retained all their players, so you should consider them as an underdog when selecting a sleep for your bets, because they managed to win FA Cup against City on a 90-minute basis and won the Community Shield against Liverpool on penalty basis. And they drew against Chelsea, which is very good. They scored first, but the goal was disallowed for a foul. So you should consider them as an underdog when selecting your next sleep, and when you want to go against them, you should consider all these stats. Chelsea also dominated the game, 71 possession of the total 100 possession. They played the most SGs, but low on shots on target. They played 19 shots, only 3 on target. Whereas Crystal Palace played 11 and 4 on target, which is very good. Chelsea created 2 big chances, but now resorted to goal. Crystal Palace had only 1 big chance created, which is African. And they managed to put it in the net, but it resulted to a foul. So you should consider them as an underdog. You should watch out for them. They are playing very good. Now prior to today's match, Chelsea was in good form from the Club World Cup to the friendly matches. They won all those matches. lose to only Flamingo during the Club World Cup. So their form is really good, but they couldn't sustain that form against Crystal Palace, which dominated the game. Although they didn't dominate on possessive basis, but they did well. And prior to that match, Chelsea managed to win 3 of the last 5 against them, and the rest was 0-0 or the rest was 1-1, which are all goal. So those of us who went for goal to win lost. Those who went for Chelsea to win one by a goal to, you couldn't succeed. So you should consider Crystal Palace when going to your next bet. You should watch out for them. And their defense was very tough too, although the attack is weak. But Eze was a formidable player. He played that free kick, which resulted into a goal by later on a 4. So you should watch out for them. They need sell any of their players. They have a good form, so you should watch out for them. Now the next underdog to watch out for when selecting your next sleep should be Nottingham Forest. Yes, Nottingham Forest. Every season it seems not to be that squad, but they pull out surprises, especially Chris Wood. You should watch out for his attack. Although they lose one of their best players, which is Anthony Elanga, to Newcastle, but they also make some good signings too. Have some good players, so you should watch out for them in your next sleep. Consider them, because always they are underdogs. They pull surprises. If you see their first half, they dominate possession, 7 shots, 4 on target, 3 big chances only first half, which I think resulted to all the goals they scored in that first half. So they make good use of the chances created. So the second half they created only 1 big chance, which they didn't convert to goal. So I think you should consider them when going to your next sleep as an underdog against any team. They are really dominating possession and everything, and it's because too they are home, and most especially when they are home, I think you should consider them as a big underdog. They managed to win 3-1, which was quite good. 3 goals first half, 2 from their deadly striker Chris Wood. So you should consider them. If you look at their lineup, yeah, seems quite good. Just that the goalkeeper didn't face many threats, so his rating was low. They have Sangrai from PSV, Gibbs White, Austin Odoi. Yeah, a very good side, so you should consider them underdogs when they are going against your team, or they are against any team you want to place bet for. Now the next underdog that came as a big surprise this weekend was Getafe. Nobody expected them to pull out this performance. All the bookies, all the prediction sites, even me, I couldn't predict them to win this match, but they managed to win it comfortably, which was a characteristic of an underdog team. If you look at prior to this match, their form was not good, was not the best. Celta de Vigo has a better form than them, although they lose some of their friendly matches, but all of us were for Celta de Vigo. But Getafe proved us wrong that they are also in the league for a reason. So in your next bet, consider them. Check the stats well before you go against them, because they may pull a surprise. If you look at the possession first half, Celta de Vigo dominated the possession, 2 shots, 1 on goal, whilst Getafe played 5-0 on goal, 0 big chance created. Second half also, Celta de Vigo had dominated the possession, 9 shots on target, 9 shots, 2 on target. But Getafe had the few chances they had, they made the most of it, which they managed to pull off these 2 goals. So you should consider Getafe in your next match, in your next sleep, and they are favorite as underdog in the La Liga. If you look at the ratings of their player, their player, they did well against the home side. Although they are underdogs, but they really prove why they are underdogs. So you should consider them in your next sleep. When going against them, you should consider their form and the reason why they are underdogs. Now the last and the final underdog for the day was Espanyol. It was really a shocking result for Panthers as Espanyol stands Atlético Madrid during the game week 1 of the La Liga. I wasn't expecting this result, to be quite honest with you. I wasn't expecting the result. Not because Atletico was better than Espanyol, but because of the previous seasons. Although Espanyol used to stand or dominate when they meet bigger teams, but I wasn't expecting this result for the game week 1 from Atletico. If you look at their possession in the first half, they dominated possession with 61%, played 9 shots, 4 on target, which resulted to that first goal scored by Julian Alvarez. But they couldn't sustain it during the second half. Although the second half too, they dominated possession, but they couldn't play any shots on target. Espanyol played 7 and 3 on target, 2 big chances created, which resulted to the 2 goals scored against Atletico, which was quite surprising for me because I wasn't expecting Atletico to give out that 1 goal lead they had in first half. So it was quite a surprise. It was quite a surprise to me. They dominate possession, the passes. Look at them, everything. Expected goals. Okay, the expected goals, Espanyol dominated because they scored the most goals. If you look at the expected goal, Espanyol had 1.24, whereas Atletico had 0.8. Whereas Atletico has 0.8. And if you look at the total shot, they have 15, 4 on target. Espanyol had 10, 5 on target, which is half of that. So each 2 shots played, 1 is on target, which is quite good for a strong attacking team. Attacking team. Now if you look at the lineup, the defense did well. Although they are playing against Atletico, who used to defend. If you look at their formation, you see that most of these players are defenders. 5 players are defending, if you look at it, and 5 attacking. Although the 5 attacking, but 4 is in midfield, concrete midfielders, and 1 attacker, which is Julian Alvarez. Usually, if you look at the possession, you see that it's a 4-4-2 basis. Although it's 4-2-3-1, but it's more attacking than Atletico. So I think that results to the goal. So next time if you are going to stick a bet, you should work out. You should watch out for Espanyol. You should watch out for Espanyol against anything. And if you look at the super sub they did, they are substitute that scored a goal. Miller and Rubio that scored a goal. So anytime they're in the lineup or they are on the bench, you know that they are super substitute. You should watch out for them. Thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share so that others may also view.